of the group this morning, noting that while they have been repeatedly taken to court, Miles has not been charged for damages to the sacred site.
Today the Santa Cruz 13 returned to court. You'll recall the last hearing was an adjournment. So this morning the Santa Cruz 13 returned to court. We don't know what the decision of the prosecution is going to be, but obviously the villagers are not very happy with this case being dragged on. This is going to be the fourth time that they're now appearing to court, and there's been no disclosure given so far.
What do you have to say about the fact that Mr. Miles is still living on the occupied land?
Well, clearly there seemed to be some hesitation
On the part of
the Institute of Archaeology, and by extension the board of NICH, in following through with what they had publicly said, which is that they have determined that Mr. Miles had created an infraction, had violated, had desecrated Ushbenka, and that they had, Dr. Morris had said that he was going to pursue legal action and that they were not given that go-ahead. But to date, that has not happened. I also want to say for the record that Santa Cruz have written Dr. Morris twice now, and there has been no response from the Institute with respect to the status of the investigation or charges that might be brought against Mr. Miles. I think it's clear that we've been saying all along that this is not an injustice against Santa Cruz. This is an injustice by the government against all the Maya people. If you look at their placards, they're sharing stories of hardship that they're going through in different villages, in San Pablo, in Jalacte, in Santa Cruz, in many other villages. And it has to do with the lack of political will on the part of the government to fully adhere to the Caribbean Court of Justice. I want to say as well that the government made a commitment that by December there would have been some progress to the court order that was agreed upon by the parties before the CCJ. To date, no meeting has absolutely happened between the Maya leaders, the alcaldes, and the government.
Miss expressed frustration that Maya communal lands, particularly in the village of Jalacte, are still being accessed and used for public purpose without the consent of villagers. The inauguration of an agriculture office in Jalacte, which was scheduled for Wednesday, has